But today we want to talk to you a little while, just a short while, from the 84th division of Psalm. Psalm 84. And we're just going to read a couple of scriptures in that Psalm. The 84th division of Psalm. Amen. We start at the first verse. We thank God for all of you, all our brothers and friends that share with us. Amen. And even those brothers are becoming members as they keep sharing with us. That's why I won't be saying visitors that much. I'll be saying members. Amen. But this is what God is doing. It's not about a man. It's not about a woman, but it's all about what God is doing. Amen. If you're at the 84th division of Psalms, which is the 84th chapter, we just call them division. But if you're there, it says here in verse 1, the songwriters say, "How admirable are thy tabernacle, O Lord of hosts." He said, "My soul longeth, yea, even faintest for the courts of the Lord. Say, my heart and my flesh cries out for the living God." You may be seated. Here we got the songwriter telling us how his soul longs to be in God's presence. That's where every one of us should be at when it comes down to come into the house of God. We ought to long to be in God's presence, because God told us in his word that I will meet you at my house. And know that God is going to be here when you get here, and when you get here you'll be in his presence. It ain't about people or whoever is coming or who don't come, but it's about being in the presence of God. And it's something when you're in the presence of God, because see where the Spirit of the Lord is. Yeah. That's some liberty. In other words, some yoke can be broken. You know, people be bound all week long. Then you come to the house of God and God will free you from that yoke that got you bound. But it means something to be in the presence of God. So it ain't about nobody else. It's about what you longing for. And then God told us, he said, you know, forsake not to assemble yourself together. In other words, you ought to come together at the house of the Lord. Yeah, you ought to come together. So why do we go to church? Why do we worship God? Have you ever thought about that? What reason do we go to church and why we come to worship God? Now, you know, a lot of people got a lot of different reasons. You know, they got the reason why they go to church and why they worship God. And we find here, as I was looking, some people do it jerkily. In other words, I had to look up that word and see what he was talking about. In other words, they do it out of work, doing it because sometimes it's boring. That's what it kind of means. You know, hard work or boring. Is it hard work to go to church? Is it boring? And I reckon it's boring to somebody that don't want to be here.
All right.
Yeah, you know, people that just go and be going there, but they really don't want to be here. I know it ain't no hard work, because there ain't nobody jumping up and down. Yeah. You know, there ain't nobody really running around the church waving their hands a whole lot. They just sitting there, so it can't be hard work. The reason why. It's got to be because they come because it's boring. But somebody told me if you put something into whatever you're doing, you'll get something out. A lot of times we don't get gonna be in the dark. I got to pay the car note, else I ain't gonna be riding. I have a cell phone, but I won't be riding. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna pay that cell phone bill. I might be walking on the phone. Outside, I'm gonna call somebody, come pick me up. I'm down here on 489. Get on 489, you'll find me. Some folk come to church because of the obligation, just like it's an obligation, like paying the bill. And for others, they come to worship God in pure joy. Amen. Because when the praises go up, somebody can find out God, and you begin to praise God, then blessings will come down. Amen. Come on, you may be feeling bad in your body, you may be sick, folks might talk about you all. Hallelujah. Now you got some folks that come and it's a normal part of their life. Huh? Some of us come because that's just it's a normal part of our life. We didn't made this here part of our life. See, that's what people don't understand. You got to make serving God part of your life. Huh? Yeah, and a lot of us come because that's a normal part of our lives. So we practice God's presence just like breathing. Huh? We practice it. And being in God's presence, going to be in God's presence is just like breathing. Now David spoke about this in Psalm 84, and he wrote this psalm when he had a problem with one of his friends. Huh? Somebody don't always got a problem with your friend. Why it always got to be your friend that gives you a big problem? Huh? You know, but a lot of times friends are turning their back on you. Huh? Friends will walk away from you. You know what I'm saying? And during this time when he wrote this here, that David wrote this letter, Absalom was a friend of him, but Absalom was out to get David. Yeah. He had started cutting people off that would come to David to talk to him, and he'll start talking to them. You know when folks want what you got. They try to cut off.
All right.
And he had a problem with that to the point that he called David that have to leave. In other words, David had to utterly get out of the temple or wherever he was at and flee for his life out of the temple of God. You know what I'm saying? Out of church. What caused you to leave church? I know why David left from the presence of God, called Absalom was out to take his life. And so he had to get on about his business to get out the way. But you see David in Psalm say, I long running a mile. I ain't used to this here. I long to be in your presence, Lord. I long to be back in the courts of the Lord and be there where the Lord is, where there is liberty, where there is joy. He said, I long for that. Not only that, my soul longs. Just to be in these courts. It means something to be in the courts of the Lord. Amen. For we are in the inner court right now in the presence of God. And David, he spoke about being in God's presence. So he was forced to leave the city and his place of worship. And David seemed to be concerned about leaving God's house. When you let things happen to you that cause you to want to leave God's house, you got a problem.
Amen.
Because you're not letting nothing separate you from the love of God. I don't care if you got some haters anyhow. Come on to God's house. God can handle that. If it's impossible for you, it's just right for God. Hallelujah. David had the problem he wrote this here because he was forced out of the city and out of his place of worship. And David seemed concerned about leaving God's house. Yeah, he goes on and say there, he said, yea, the sparrow has found the house, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may lay her young, even thine altar, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. He said, blessed are they that dwell in thy house. Wait a minute. He said, blessed are they that dwell in thy house. Right. Amen. It's a blessing when you're in the house of the Lord. Amen. Yeah, because he said, they will still praise thee. Amen. Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, and whose heart are the way of them. In other words, David trying to let you know it's something about being here in God's presence. Amen. And we look at David's desire for God's house. Amen. David longed to be in the house of the Lord. Do you feel that way today? Amen. Do you long to be in the house of the Lord? I know you ain't got the problem that David had. David got ran out of the presence of God and out of the house of God, even out of the city. But he longed to be there. Are you longing to be in the house of the Lord? Even when things ain't always like they say they are. Amen. You got to know that. Don't let them separate you from God, but you. Amen. People try to use other folks. The reason why they didn't do what they did. They stopped going to church. But look here, you got to serve God for yourself. Everybody will give an account for what they do. Amen. Talking about being in the presence of God. I don't care how you feel about it. This morning, Brother Slaughter was teaching, and it ain't about us. I heard him say it ain't about us. Amen. It's all about God. Amen. Amen. And if you let God use you, then you can do what God desires for you to do. Amen. Because God gives you what he gives you, and he gives you what he gives you. And what's for you is for you. And can't nobody take that from you. They may try to take it from you, but they can't take that from you. But David had a problem because he got ran out of the city, but that he longed to be back in the city. Yeah. Those who truly love him long for that which is designed for his glory. David longed himself for God's presence. He desperately wanted to be in God's presence. Do you really want to be in God's presence? Hallelujah. You got to be like David. It was not so much the courts of the Lord as the living God himself. Amen. But David realized, without God, I can do nothing. Amen. Hallelujah. There's something about having God on your side. No matter what you're going through or what's happening in your life. You realize that without God, you can do nothing. So David had a way of giving God the praise. He praised God in a way of life like none otherwhy else that he would do it. It is no imposition to serve God when you love him. In other words, I can't say that I ain't got time for God because I love God. I remember when I was a boy and I was told my wife, I didn't let nothing stop me from making my way over to her house to see her day by day. Hallelujah, because I love that woman, so I want to see her every day. Hallelujah. If you love God, you want to be in his presence as often as you can. Can I get a witness here? Anybody love God? They want to be where God is. Hallelujah. I got to get on the boat here. But David, he realized that if I praise God, I praise him because he's good to me. I praise him because he's God. I praise him because he picked me up one day. Set me on the solid foundation. I praise him because he looked beyond my faults and saw my need. I praise him because he forgives me of my sin. I praise him because he's an awesome God. Ain't nobody like God. Can't nobody do you like God. Ain't nobody bless you like God. Ain't nobody love you like God. My soul, I can see David. My soul long for the Lord because Absalom and rushed him out of the city, but he wanted to be where God is. We ain't got David's problem. Ain't nobody stopping you from coming to the house of the Lord. So come on. Come on. Come on. Hallelujah. I'll let nothing separate me from the love of God. Because God got the kind of love that I tell you, you don't have to pay for it. He got the kind of love that you don't have to work for it. He got a godly love. He love you in love you in your wrong, love you still in your right. Look at God. I can understand David. How he longed to be in the courts of the Lord. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. As I go on to close here, I see in Psalm, David wrote in Psalm 16, verse 11, he said, in thy presence is the fullness of joy. Hallelujah. I found joy in the house of the Lord. I found hope in the house of the Lord. I found help in the house of the Lord. I found strength in the house of the Lord. Anybody here found what they need in God's presence? Say yes. Say yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. David kept on writing. He jumped on over to Psalm 140, chapter 13. He said, the upright shall dwell in the presence of the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm getting ready to close here. But this is where we ought to be, in the presence of God. Every time that God got something, we ought to be right there in the presence of the Lord. The upright ought to praise God. The upright ought to give God some glory. The upright ought to shout amen. The upright ought to shout hallelujah. Yes, yes, it means something to be in the presence outside of God's presence. I may go through the storm and the rain, but when I get to God's house, one moment with the Lord, somebody said I'm paid for it all. Let's be in God's presence. Come on. You ought to be like David. Huh? You should have let that little petty stuff keep you out of the presence of God. Huh? No, you should have let that keep you out of the presence of God. You ought to come in here where the table is spread and the feast of the Lord is going on. You know what I do when I come to the Lord's house? I bring my cup and I don't put nothing in it. I just want God to fill it up. What you need, somebody say God's got it. What you need is on the table of the Lord. Yeah, yeah. If you need joy, I may not have a dime in my pocket, but if you need joy, you can come to the table. You can find some joy. If you ain't love, you can come to the table and you can find the kind of love that your husband can't give you, that your wife can't give you, that a godly love that don't love you anyhow. Even when you make it mad, he still love you. desire to be in the presence of God. Yeah, and don't mind giving God some praise. Hallelujah. I was sick one day, and God, when the doctor didn't know what was wrong, I said, God, He healed me. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. I got something to praise God for. I desire to breathe in the presence of the Lord. Somebody wrote a song. Say, Lord, when you start passing our blessing, don't forget about me. How many feel that way? Lord, when you start passing our blessing, don't forget about me. Yeah. Being in the presence of the Lord. Stay in God's presence. And what you need, He got it. Hallelujah. If you're lost, you can be found in God's presence. Huh? If you're going through